Yeah. So dudes, if your old lady steps out on you and things get kind of crazy, have I been there myself? Can't say I haven't. Things are coming out, you wind up looking at the whole flow chart of bubbles and arrows, and they all point back to you because it's all your fault. Even when she's getting 500 miles of Peg D run through her 6 to 8 inches at a time. Got her in. Oh. Dick is on fire. It's all your fault. Winning? No. Our whole society is teaching everyone it's okay to blame. Hey, I'm just saying it happens, man. Thinking that they're entitled. You're an idiot. No. Too bad for you. How about you take it on the chin and accept responsibility because it's all your fault. And this is how it is. Let us begin.
You could have taught her wrong from right, but you left her on her own. You should have said, don't bite the dick that fucks you, honey. It'll be good to you.
If you want to spend all my money on bras, booze, and bullshit, well, guess what? I gotta work for that. And you're spending a lot of time to keep everything going because you're juggling cats and chainsaws. If you want to have the American dream, hey, you gotta pay for it with your time. Yeah, honey. Yeah, when I get home.
Have I got a job for you?
You swallow that.
You're never home.
Because I work, you hairless monkey. If you're not home because you're banging some slot C on the side, blow it out your ass.
I fell out of love with you.
Okay, so you're going to spend the rest of your life with somebody and you're thinking it's going to be cake and roses the entire time with champagne breakfast and mimosa dinners. Suck it. Get a clue, you stupid biatches. It's a lot of hard work, especially after the honeymoon's over. Some of you Latino ladies are going to be upset about this, but you guys do this the most. Yeah! For whatever reason, you're mad about something that happened 10 years ago and may or may not be him having an affair or raw dog in the road whore. You think it's justified to go bang his friend or somebody else and throw it in his face. It's the gift that keeps on giving as it runs down your back and out your butt crack. And they say it's your fault because I'm just getting even. Hey, I'm just saying it happens, man. If you're going to pull out the revenge card, let's just make it fair and put a statute of limitations on it, okay? You can't go back more than 5 or 7 years.
You made me feel special.
Of course he did, baby, because he wanted to hit the slot C. Ah! And you got played. Now you're stuck holding the bag, so hope you're still feeling special. She's just a hooer or a hoe, horizontal-orientated entertainer, and you bet against her nature. Karma's a biatch. So you can point your finger at her, but 3 are pointing back at you. Poor decision on you.
You drove me away.
Now, granted, dudes do this. Yeah, that typically happens when we find out you're crazy, and then we drive you as far as we can, kick you out with a canteen of water and a morning after pill. But a lot of times, they're not doing anything. They don't even see it coming. They're just working too much and they're not home. So shut the hell up. For whatever reason, they think you're abusing them because you're too controlling. You're in a relationship or you're married to her and you want her to be home. Okay, cool. You're being a bad guy there. You don't let me do what I want to do. You're married. That's just the way it is. Kind of make compromises. That's the way it works. You control the money. If you make the money, you should probably control the money. I think that's fair. If they want to control their money, then they can make their own money. After all, we live in the age of feminism, and I want it to be fair. He talks bad to me or he's verbally abusive. Okay, leave. Talk bad back. It's only words. Well, guess what? If you're getting 500 miles of Peg D run through you 6 to 8 inches at a time, got her in. Oh. You might have it coming, I'm just saying. When you cry wolf too much, there's actually people out there who need to cry wolf. I just wanted it over. Well, me too, so pack your shit, get out, edit that out. File for divorce first, or tell them that you're done and just leave and break it off clean. Because guess what? Do some craziness like this, you raging sack of cackaholics. If you're a betrayer, you're always a betrayer. And this is usually women going through their midlife crisis. I think it's like 32 to 47. Yeah, that's about how it works. They didn't get enough Peg D run through them when they were in their 20s. Now they think they're missing out and they want to do some more. Hey, listen, if you got married too young because you just wanted to get out on your own or get out of the house, blow it out your ass. Suck it up. and suck my dick. Edit that out.
Sex is boring, you're boring, it's the same thing over and over and over again. We don't go out, blah, 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 blah. We just stay home, you're boring.
Doggy style never gets old. I love it. Winning. Of course, there's hair pulling too. You gotta have that.
It didn't mean anything. It was just sex.
But it did. It's called having an orgasm. Now, if a woman pulls out the number 12, she's really just a number 6.
You never listen to me.
Whatever. What? Huh? Turn up the TV. It happens. We're dudes. That's what we do. It's not our fault when you talk about such unimportant stuff that we tune you out permanently, or for stuff that really is important. So maybe you should curtail your slot speak. Women do this all the time.
I thought you would change.
Well, you signed on to be with me, not the slot C zombie type me that you create down the road. So suck it up and kiss my ass. Who he is who he is. And if you don't like it, know it from the beginning before you get tied up in a whole quagmire of doom. Yeah!
I'm tired of doing everything.
I don't even know you're doing anything at all. Maybe he's making 100 grand and you're working making 30 grand and you're tired of doing all the housework and stuff. All you do is bitch about me not being home. And there's still an inch of dust on the picture frames. Get to it. So until you make 100 grand like him, then you should probably shut your slot A, ball bumper, cock holster, whatever you want to call it. Yeah!
You weren't here for me.
Yeah, it's hard to be there for someone, you know, when they're too busy bitching about the relationships with their friends instead of talking to you about it. Winning? No. We were there for you. We're just not emotional creatures. I need to go to work. Cereal's in the cupboard.
I never wanted to get married anyway.
No one held a gun to your head to make you say I do. Do you have any idea how many decisions have to be made for one to go from engaged to being married? At any given moment, they could have said no. So you're basically saying for hundreds of decisions and all these deposits and all of the crap that you have to go through that whole soiree of bull crap, you didn't want to do it in the first place? You can rewrite the past all you want to make yourself a victim in your own head. I think I'm gonna pull a flag on that play and replay 10 yards for legal procedure. You're full of shit. In the end, you victimized yourself. It's all true, so it's juicy. So what I have here is the ideal situation. The dude, the slot C, the 2 kids in the house, 2 cars, 2 sets of in-laws. This is how that rolls before. That's not good enough for you? Let's just see what happens when you shit on this investment. She decides she wants to pony up and cut loose for whatever reason that's behind me. Here we go. All right, so he's alienated, he's out of the house. What she doesn't realize is this. She's gonna take a huge hit on money. I don't care, you know, what kind of child support you're getting, unless he's a bazillionaire. They're also gonna take a hit on time. Why is that? Because you're not there. You removed him from the picture. He gets, what, every other weekend? All the other times on you, baby. And they're like, oh, I can do that. It's worth it to have my freedom. You're not really getting your freedom. Suck it up. That's the way it's gonna roll. Karma's a biatch. And you're gonna take a big hit on your resources in the house too. Why? Because resources go through these kids like grass through a goose. That's the way it is. Because this is where she realizes she really screwed up. And the blame game, top notch. She dupes the next dude and he comes in. Chances are he's gonna have his own kids. So now you're gonna have a blended Brady Bunch thing going on. Now you're gonna have 2 sets of in-laws, all putting pressure on the house. You got an alienated male spouse. Now I have 4 sets of in-laws. Yeah! You're an idiot, no. But you're also gonna have way increased family pressure, conflict, because you got the kids fighting, you got all these different things going on. Your chances of divorce go up because, hey, second marriages, they only really have a 33% chance of success. And here's another good one here. This dude that you get, he may not be your first choice. He might be a tier 2, tier 3 dude because that's all you can get. I'm sure a lot of women out there get upset and they're still living in their Barbie dream world that,
Oh, that's not true.
well, you're right. People still win the lotto, but most of them don't. Yeah! And there's also a high demand on your time because now you have to deal with your kids and stepkids. Enjoy that! And all the conflict between all the in-laws and the estranged spouses. You would think at her second swing at the marital dicky bank, she would have her shit together. Edit that out. But no. Which basically means the revolving plus door plus female equals alone. I think there's a special aisle on Home Depot or Lowe's for those women who find themselves in that situation. They can get a revolving door for the front door and the back door. And you did it to yourself. You're gonna wind up Section 8, welfare WIC, With the child support, poverty, prospects gone, OPP, old, poor, and powerless. Bummer for you. You're gonna die! When you see this and how it all pans out in the end, guess whose fault it really is. So anyway, this is It's All Your Fault with the second and third order of effects. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the subscribe button so it'll be over. And you know you want it to be over. Because if you don't, I'm not going to help you out with your midlife crisis. I'm just saying. Dude, I'm so going to get a walkthrough in hell for this. I really am. And everybody out there, I'm really considering doing a couple shows on Q&A as Bad Popp. So please, send your questions to my email. And Bad Popp will take it from there. You got to understand, people, that this is completely unrehearsed. I just make up the lists and we just do this on the fly. That's what makes it so good. And please, if there's nice stomach growling. That was loud. Juicy, like a crazy slat C with some good curves on her.